welcome back. If you're new, my name is Cass. I'm the yarn bender behind Blue Shadow Creations. Today I wanted to go over a few of my patterns that I currently have available on my website. Let's start with this. This is a Pop-Tart. I'm sure you can tell. And I want to apologize for the lighting. I'm working on it. Okay. The first fix was audio. Next will be lighting. I'm just working with what I've got for right now. But this is a Pop-Tart. Oof. It's a Pop-Tart. And I made a version where it also has legs and arms, and I call them little pastry pals. They're adorable. They work up really quick, super simple. Then I have Daisy, the flower pal. I 100% understand that this is more like a sunflower. I did make a sea turtle, Shelby the sea turtle, and I did a daisy mod with actual daisy petals. So I'm going to be adding those petals to this version as well, included in the pattern. But so far it's this, and she's so cute. She works up really quick. She is low sew. You have to sew her head on, but the rest is all crocheted in. I have Milo the mule. This is one of my favorites. He is so stinking cute. I love how he came out. I live in a town called Muletown, and there is a Mule Day parade and a whole festival surrounding mules. There's mules everywhere. Everybody has mules. There's mules. It's Muletown. So I made Milo the mule, and he did really well. This was my first year selling him. Mule Day is normally in April, and I sold a lot of Milos, so I actually need to start getting ready now to sell more Milos in April because it's November. It's coming up. Some of these have tags on them. Please excuse the tags because I have a market coming up, and yeah, so this is Sappy the Sloth. He is named after the mascot / logo in our food truck called Slothful Waffle. I know it's a mouthful. Slothful Waffle, SW, Slothful Waffle. And yes, his name is Sappy. I'm actually working on another sloth version who will have like kind of this body shape, but long arms with 3 toes and long legs with 3 toes. And I'm probably gonna name that one Maple. So we'll have it, Sappy and Maple. And yeah, it'll be adorable. I have this gingerbread man. His name is Judy the gingerbread man. And this one is low sew. You have to sew on the eyes and the buttons, although I'm sure you can replace these stitches with baubles. And if you use safety eyes, you don't have to sew anything. So the arms are all crocheted in. The head is just crocheted straight on. You just want to make sure you avoid floppy head. You know, if you don't stuff it or you overstuff it, then you're going to get a floppy head, which this is okay. Judy the gingerbread man, so cute. Next up I have Berry the jellyfish, and I have not completed this one. Usually Berry has a cute little adorable face and seeds because Berry is a strawberry jellyfish. I'm kind of liking this plain look, but I think to get the full effect he at least needs seeds. Okay, on to kind of themed spooky, right? I made a ballerina. It was a custom request. She ended up ordering a lot from me, and I'm so grateful for that. And because of that, I created a couple of patterns that I wouldn't have. So I love that. Thank you so much. But I had to make a ballerina. I made like 3 or 4 of them. And I call it Coco the ballerina. I did mods for Coco, which includes this mermaid with this long, luscious hair. I also did a witch mod that has a hat and a broom. The broom is so adorable. It's so teeny. So yes, in the mod you get Coco, the mermaid, and the witch, the hat, the broom, and I think 2 or 3 different hairs. You have to sew the hair on, and on some of them, I think it depends on preference. Like her arms are crocheted in, but if you want them like this, you know, you have to sew them on. So I did Mare the mummy. She's a little different. I mean, the legs and just there's some slight differences. So this is her own pattern. Mare the mummy, low sew, because you have to add in extra details for like the ribbon. Here is Sawyer the Scarecrow. I made him last year and I kept this one because, as you can see, he suffers from floppy head syndrome. I overstuffed his head and understuffed his neck, and this is kind of what you get when that happens. I still think he's so adorable, and I kept him, of course, because of that slight flaw, but he's so cute, and I love that I can show him. I maybe sold 4 of these, but I feel that you can mod him and just make him a little boy in overalls. Like, to be fair, I feel like you could just do that. And you can even just do, like, in this front row where you add the hay or straw, you can just do some chains and fold it up to make it like a cusp, like fold it up. But yes, so I feel like he can be modded easily into a little boy, which is so cute. Like, I love that. My testers did such a good job on him. It's just so neat that you can see different styles. Next up is this Mothman. The original one that I made is in charcoal, and I used like a gray faux fur for all of the fur details. This one, obviously I used black and red faux fur. This faux fur is actually from Joann. It's Big Twist brand, and I love it. And like, I'm so sad. I hope Michaels gets it soon. But I wanted him to be a little different, like maybe stand out from the other Mothman patterns that I was seeing. And so I did his wings different. So if you don't really like detailed work, maybe this one isn't for you, or you can substitute the wings up for something else, or you can just decide to leave out the veining detail. But I thought that this was so cute. It reminds me of leaves, and I don't know, it just added a little extra, you know? Adorbs. I love it. Well, this is one piece, and then you have to sew on the antennas and the wings and the eyes, unless you use like giant red safety eyes. But it is very important that he has red eyes, because that is a signature for Mothman. Red eyes. I also had one of my testers, I like to give free range because, I don't know, I like seeing what other people come up with. And she used pinks, like a pale pink for the body and then pink faux fur, and he looked like a love bug. It was so adorable. So now I'm like, okay, well now I have to, you know, make some for Valentine's Day and do like little embroidered hearts and stuff like that. Maybe on his wings have like hearts on them. I don't know. It was so cute, and that's exactly why I like to give free range for my testers. Last but not least are my cryptid cuties. I love these little guys. I love potatoes in all forms, and so like their bodies look like potatoes, and I love that. So this is Eddie the Yeti. He is a baby Yeti, and this is baby Squatch. He is a baby Sasquatch. This comes as a bundle, and it's only $3.50 on my website. I think that's a really good deal. And as you can see, I feel like you can do his whole body in faux fur, but if you're not like good at using fur yarn, or it's a pain in the butt, or you just don't feel like dealing with the hassle, I know it can be hard to work with sometimes, you can just do accents of faux fur, and I think it looks really good. It still gets the point across, and it's cute. So like baby Squatch has the accents. So yeah, my little baby cryptic cuties. I also made this tapestry. I don't know if anybody watches anime. Probably, it's so mainstream now, but I'm obsessed with anime. Like I'm covered in it. I love it. And so I made this Turbo Granny tapestry from Dandadan, and this character is wild AF, okay? So freaking out of pocket, but it was so cute. I had to, and I love the checkered background. It can be tedious to switch back and forth between the colors, so if you don't want to, you could always just leave one color. I just thought the checkered was really cute. I also made a tapestry. I'm not gonna grab them. I'll have to insert pictures because they're pinned up in my closet. I made Bender and the Professor from Futurama. I also made a really cute Calcifer. I love the Calcifer tapestry. For the Futurama ones, I drew out Nibbler, Leela, Amy, Fry, Zoidberg, Kif, Conrad, and I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing someone, But anyway, my plan was to crochet all of them and then stitch them together to make a really big blanket. And I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to create a large blanket, because I don't think I have the patience or the focus to just sit there and create a blanket. I've tried twice now and I have not finished those. And I think it's just because it's just repeat and the same stitch and repeat and just repeat. And I get bored and I'm like, I have to do something else. So my plan is to crochet the other characters and then stitch them together. We'll see how that works. But those are also listed on my website. Now for the ones that are listed but I don't have physically with me right now, that would be Pork Chop. He's an adorable little pig. You just have to sew on the feet, and I'm actually working on an updated version of him where I give him hooves. We'll see how that turns out. He also comes with a razorback mod, so like little tusks, and he's got like a mohawk going on. Super cute. There is Lemon the Chick, and Lemon has a bunch of like hat mods, fruit hats and stuff. There's Potato the bunny. That's bundled, like it's just automatic with Sappy. You get Potato, Shelby the sea turtle in a larger and a mini version with the Daisy mod. Oh, Wart the frog. I want to say Wart was one of my first patterns. My baby started stirring. But I also have Patch the little pumpkin pal. Oh, Cheese the mouse. He is a mini snuggler. And then I also have a tapestry of soot sprites, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert pictures of all of these. Those are the only ones missing. That's quite a few, to be honest. But this is the bulk of it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna put this video out first. The next video will be of my patterns that I've created but I don't have listed yet, which is quite a bit. I am working on it. Truly, I am. So if you stayed until the end, go ahead and drop a sloth emoji in the comments below. Oh, and don't forget to leave your video suggestions as well so that I have something to film. My parents bought me this really expensive microphone, so I absolutely have to use it now, like any chance I get. So drop the sloth emoji, leave your suggestions, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!